أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. My dear brothers and sisters, Muslims and Christians, you are highly welcome to this great episode from Masjid Sahaba, produced by Sahaba Social Media Committee. Alhamdulillah, it is a dream or it is a will for every Nigerian to see Nigeria developed to a better position. Alhamdulillah, today we are together with Sheikh Muhammad bin Uthman. Inshallah, we are going to hear some strategic plan which will make Nigeria to be great Nigeria, inshallah. Sheikh, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, today the topic of our discussion is how to build a better Nigeria. Sheikh.
Well, in the name of Allah, the ever gracious, the ever merciful, Allah's blessings are on his chosen messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Certainly, each and every nation, every country, every and each community wants to be developed. But it depends on what you mean by development. The word development has a law of relativity, okay?
Yes.
Law of relativity applied on it. It's a relative term. Are you talking about development materially, socially, spiritually? Somebody can be multi-billionaire, so he is developed financially, but character-wise is a drunkard. He's not developed in that case. Somebody might be okay in terms of spiritual realms, but in terms of politically, he's a novice. He's not developed. Somebody can be politically matured, but economically he has been pauperized. But talking about Nigeria being developed, Nigeria is our country, our fatherland, our motherland that we love so much. Born here, bag and baggage. No, good citizen of this country or any other country will want to see his country in a difficulty. But he prefers to have his country in peace, not in pieces, like I've been saying. So for Nigeria to be developed, we have to tell ourselves the truth that Nigeria, number one, is a multi-religious geopolitical entity. Get my English well.
Okay.
Nigeria is a multi-religious geopolitical entity. By this we mean, don't tell me Nigeria is secular, because we have been chasing the shadow, claiming that our country is secular. If Nigeria is secular, then why do you have holidays on Sundays, on Saturdays? Why do you use Gregorian calendar, which is purely Christian? Where is my Islamic calendar? I am not represented there. They are saying, no, Nigeria is secular. Is it one-sided? Then that is lopsidedness. Tilka idhan qismatun dayza. So part of the things we should do, let's accept this country Allah has given us. We live unity in diversity. We should be united to develop it, but we should recognize our diversity. Somebody is Christian, somebody is Muslim, somebody is XYZ. You cannot brush this down or sweep it under the carpet. That is very important. By the time we know we are multi-religious, so respect my religion, I respect your own. But don't tell me now, okay, do you know today there are a lot of us or students who have their examination fixed on a Friday? I'm not saying Islam says you should have a holiday on Friday, but I know. Allah says, Ya alladhina amanu idha nudiya lis-salati min yawmil jum'ati fas'aw ila dhikrillah wa dharul bay'. Leave commercial activities. At that particular moment, you have to leave it. Call it holiday or not holiday, leave what you are doing. But at that particular time and moment, exams are fixed in our academic system today. Not only that, even on Salah day, do you know that happens? Have you ever seen a day when on Christmas Day examination is fixed? Have you seen it? No. Have you ever seen on Sundays examination fixed? And you want to tell him, no, please keep quiet. I am at disadvantage. And tell me, don't cry. And the issue is the trouble, the Muslims are the trouble themselves. You get somebody claiming to be Damboko with Boko's mentality to, hey, please take it easy. We are secular. And he claims to be Muslim. So for Nigeria to be developed, number one, I want to believe we have to address the issue of our religious plurality. So accord each and everyone what he deserves. Allow our girls in their hijab. All right? Give them chance to wear their Islamic appearance anywhere, just as you allow other people have their own rights. So why do you discriminate? That is important. Number two, for Nigeria to develop again, you have to kill corruption, otherwise it kills you. You know corruption? Corruption is a monster. It kills. Some 10 years back, I was invited by EFCC, 2007 in Abuja. They invited me along with Christian leaders to discuss on what they call it the Fixed Nigeria Initiative, the concept of corruption in Islam. I wrote my paper, I presented it, and I gave instances. I said because of corruption, people like Colonel Oliver of America narrowly escaped being axed because of corruption. Because of corruption in 1959, Fulgencio Batista of Cuba was thrown out of office by Castro because of corruption. Because of corruption, Richard Nixon of America had to write resignation because of Watergate. You don't know, you are young people, you don't know Watergate. Because of that. So a lot of countries know that if corruption is not killed, definitely is going to kill the nation, to kill the psyche, to kill the economic viability and whatever. So part of our strategy, we have to look at corruption to make sure it is removed from our life. Though it's very difficult, because the corruption also fights back, because it's a disease, it's a cancer. So for you to have development, you have to take this into consideration. Similarly, I said earlier that for any government to be developed true, there should be security, there should be food production, there should be quality education, there should be job opportunities for the citizens with graduate high sounding degrees. Okay, there should be healthcare delivery system, there should be infrastructure. These are some of the yardsticks, you know, how developed is. Similarly, you cannot talk about development without developing the human capital potentialities. Our youth to be educated, to be listened to be counseled, to be drawn to what is good, and to be kept away from what is bad. This is very important. For Nigeria to be developed, similarly, we have to show the world that we are the leaders in this black continent, as they say. Not leaders in terms of arrogance, no, by your attitude. By attitude, you cannot claim to be leader when you have, you know, things in shambles. Try to make things good. Even our degrees in universities, there's some are questionable in some places. So simply put it, for Nigeria to be developed, these are some of the ways.
Okay.
Religion should be accorded its own right place. Don't tell me Nigeria is secular. We are just chasing the shadow. Otherwise, you want to just marginalize one religion, you know, to the advantage of another one. Okay. And you expect justice to be there. And I told you, I'm just repeating for you to recap it, that corruption should be killed. Okay? Similarly, judiciary should be rectified. If any is found corrupt, he should be just shown out. It is very disheartening, for example, to hear a criminal being asked. He was caught, he was arrested, but he was telling you, I was taken out of my cell by a lawyer. That means there are some lawyers who are also corrupt and corrupting. MBA should come to the rescue. Men of the bench and men of the bar should make sure the bad are X'd out for Nigeria to be a true flag carrier for development within Africa and globally.
Jazakumullah khairan, ya Sheikh. So another things we should look into is how should the Nigerians look in terms of discipline? Number one, Sheikh.
Yeah, a true Nigerian and any national for that matter should be disciplined. But discipline is of two kinds. There is moral discipline. Somebody inwardly you feel it is my responsibility not to be a liar. Okay? So I gave a talk in one of our schools here in Northeast just last week.
Okay.
I call it, if you want to be held, try to be held to avoid the hell. Try to be held to avoid the hell. By this I mean the word hell, H-A-I-L. I say H to me stands for humility, stands for humanity, stands for honesty. That is H there. After H you have A. That is authenticity. Whatever you say, try to make it authentic. Then I, integrity. And then L, love. I don't mean the erotic love. You love people, for people what love for yourself. So a true Nigerian, especially a Muslim, should have these good qualities. He's a person that wherever he goes, the name of Nigeria should not be thrown in the mud because of his bad attitude. He shouldn't be caught outside because of, trafficking in hard drug. You see, some Nigerians are caught. You go to places like Thailand, places like those countries, you see a lot of Nigerians, they are Nigerian, but they are caught. All right? So if you want to be disciplined, you want to be a good Nigerian, try to maintain things I have mentioned, plus other things to be said. Be truthful, be honest, be sincere, be diligent, be proactive, be productive, don't be dependent, and the attitude of begging should definitely be removed. The Al-Majri system is very negative. It's a nuisance. It's a nuisance. Islam doesn't, encourage it. So you have to look at it holistically. So a true and a good Nigerian should be having these qualities of trying to live and let other people live.
Jazakumullah khairan. Sheikh, in 1 minute, what are your parting words to Nigeria and Nigerians?
What am I?
What are your parting words or your wishes or message to the Nigeria and the Nigerians?
Well, you see, Nigeria being my birthplace of origin, the place of my parent and grandfather, great grandfathers, where I have no any other country to call them my own. It is only here that I can go from Semi-Boda in the west to Banki or Amchide in Borno, from Aburba or Oburba or Ikom in Cross River to go to Daura and beyond, and beyond Daura, places like Matamai in Niger. I mean, west, east, north and south. It is the only place I can go all these corners without somebody telling me, hey, where is your residential permit? Where is your passport? Because I am the son of the soil. Wherever I go in the world, I am drilled, I am asked, hey, your time for living has expired. But this is my God-given nation. So I will be the last person to hope for my country to be in flames. I have to pray seriously to maintain peace and stability. Get peace, not pieces. I have been saying this. So any good citizen who love for his country, this thing which is very important. Peace is an important commodity. So my message is for all Nigerians, especially the Muslims, to be in peace, to be wealthy, to be industrious, to be people of consciousness, to be people who add value to the life of others. If they are scholars in Islam, to be good leaders, to be imitators, to be role models, all right? And others too should follow suit. That is my message for my country, for those in this country, and for everybody who cares to listen beyond. Because the truth doesn't have geography. Truth doesn't have any ethnicity. 1 + 1 is 2 all over the world. 1 + 1 is 2 is not Nigerian, it's all over the world. So my message is for Nigerians particularly, and for the consumption of all globally and worldly. Wallahu alam.
Jazakumullah khairan.
Wa iyyakum. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.